What's up, guys? Welcome back to Live Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, I'm really excited because today we're going to be going to a place that used to be a food truck and they got so popular that they ended up opening, I believe now is their second brick and mortar location. The place that we're going to is called El Burro Loco, which means the crazy donkey, and they have the craziest burritos that you could imagine here in Orlando. So with that said, I am super excited to try this place out, see how it is, and just try their food out. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get some of these amazing burritos. Let's head out. Guys, awesome. We are here. Got the menu right here. This place honestly looks phenomenal. There's a lot of different options for the burritos. The burritos are the star of the show, but in all honesty, this seems like a lot of like street food. So you have what they call classic loco fries, like crazy fries. You have crazy burritos. You have birria mixed burritos, birria mixed fries. I mean, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna look over this, try to figure out what's the best option. Do keep in mind they're open from Sunday to Saturday, and the times are from 4 p.m. So this is a late day to midnight, pretty much every day. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. So we ended up getting our first items here, and it's gonna be chips and salsa. So let's go ahead and check this out. All right, guys, so there's the chips and salsa. I'm gonna be honest, I can't really tell if these are homemade chips. They don't really feel nor look like homemade chips, but they do have like little seasoning on it. So here, let's grab this one. It's gonna be easier for me to get some of the sauce. Sauce is a little bit more orange than red. I'm curious to see how this is gonna taste. You have a little bit of cilantro in there, some tomatoes, you know, some of the seeds, but let's go ahead and grab this. It looks like some tiny onions. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, here we go. So definitely not bad. You really feel that cilantro piece is coming through there. The bottom is really, really chunky. So like the onions and tomatoes and stuff like that, the major part of it is at the bottom of the chip. Pretty dang refreshing, to be honest with you. It's nice and cold, so this was in the refrigerator. The chips, you know, I can't really tell. They're very thin, very airy, very crispy. In my opinion, not bad. Let's see, check this chip out. Super seasoned. You have a little bit of extra flavor there. Not bad. I will say that salsa, the cilantro is really kind of like apparent in that salsa. Because it's cold, it's nice and cool and refreshing. A little bit of acidity on it, which I like. It's a pleasant acidity. Not only that, but you gotta keep in mind that it also has a little bit of a kick. So maybe it has a little bit of chile in it. But like I said, it's strange, but it's a pretty pleasant salsa to have, especially with such nice, airy, thin chips. Some of the other Mexican places that we've been to have a little bit of a thicker cut on the chips themselves, but because these are so crispy and airy, that's pretty good. All right, guys, awesome. So the first dish is out. You guys, I mean, the lighting's not gonna be very good, but this smells amazing. This right here is their loco fries rancheros. You guys gotta check this out. All right, guys, I mean, just take a look at this beauty right here. So it is called their loco fries. So it is fries with cheese, different sauces, sliced up parsley, but you get to choose any meat that you want. And what we decided to get is carne asada on these. Then this also has like an onion and tomato reduction on top. And then on top of that, the reason it's called rancheros is because they add 2 fried eggs on it. So with that said, we're gonna cut a little piece of this egg here and then just fork right in. Oh, look at that delicious cheese. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and try this bite, see how it is. Really excited for this, guys. You don't understand, I love fries. Cheese is nice and salty. You have nice flavor with that reduction from the onion and tomatoes. The egg, it's, believe it or not, is the star of this. Beautifully cooked. Amazing flavor that adds to the fries themselves. Oh, this is delicious, guys. Oh, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can grab some of the meat on its own, just to see how the meat is. It's nice and crispy. Take a look at that. Nice and crispy. Nice char taste, a little bit of lime flavor in there. All right, guys, that was amazing. The most impressive thing is that it's doused in sauce, and yet the fries are still crispy when you're biting down into them. It's just an amazing balance. But we're on to the next plate. I can't really lift this one up because what we're gonna have next is quesadilla. You guys gotta check this out. All right, guys, look at this. This looks beautiful. So I did get chicken on these just because I wanted to get something different. I usually get them with carnitas. Look at the consume though. That is amazing. Cilantro, onions. You have little specks of oil on there from the chile, but oh man, this is hard to grab here. It is piping hot, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this with 2 hands. You also get some fresh lime and you get some radish, so really excited. All right, guys, I have to use 2 hands for this. It is really, really, really freaking hot. Oh man, oh wow, super rich, super flavorful. There's a ton more cilantro in there, so it's not just like an overload of just chicken. You have a ton of cheese, but honestly, the freshness that's coming from that cilantro and the onions, that is amazing. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if I can get this to cool down so we can dip it in that, and we're gonna go ahead and try that out. All right, I'm gonna have to use a paper towel with this. This is crazy. I don't wanna wait, I wanna try this while it's hot. All right guys, here we go. Just dip it right in there. Oh yeah. Let's try that out. Guys, here we go. Guys, I can't get over how good this is. Dip it in this consommé. One thing about consommé, it's usually really strong in flavor, but almost to the sense of being overwhelming for me personally. But I will say this one is just as flavorful as all the other places. But what is blowing me away is that most other places that I have birria consommé, it tends to be really, really salty. This here, I don't know how they do it. Super flavorful, tons of cilantro, so it's really fresh. It's literally the perfect amount of salt. That is delicious. All right guys, so luckily Danny's here with me today, and he went ahead and ordered a birria empanada. I thought it was gonna be something different, but this looks phenomenal. Check this out. So the birria empanada is actually the pastry empanada. It's filled with that birria meat, not the chicken that I had with the quesabirria. And you have that beautiful consommé again. I'm gonna try to see if I can just cut off a piece here, because this, ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. All right, I'm gonna try to do this with both hands, cut off a piece there. Ooh-wee. Guys, look at that cheese pull. Oh man, dip it a little bit into that birria consommé. Let's try this out. Guys, this is extremely packed with meat. Super juicy. Usually they don't put this much meat in empanadas when you have them like that. That is amazing. As soon as I cut it open, even when you guys saw me that I tried to squeeze it, all the juices just came out. But this is phenomenal. This consommé, this is one of the best consommé that I've had here in Orlando. I'm not saying it's authentic, I just like the one that they made here. It's super fresh, super delicious, not overly salty. All right guys, the next thing that we got is another one of Danny's items. This right here is their cheesy tacos. You guys gotta check this out. Cheesy street tacos. I think they're topped off with cotija cheese. They have salsa verde, they have garlic sauce, and he ended up getting carne asada, but you can get different toppings, different flavors, different meats. I do like the fact that they have two of them on there, and these are corn tortillas. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. All right guys, here we go. Right off the bat, amazing garlic sauce, really strong garlic flavor, but it's delicious. Meat is nice and juicy. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the most tender meat, but it's nice, juicy, has charred. It's the same meat that was placed in the loco fries that we had, the ranchero fries, but phenomenal taste. The tortillas, the corn tortillas, absolutely delicious. The juiciness, as I mentioned, the sauce, everything just goes together perfectly, and those onions add a little bit nice crunch of freshness. Amazing. Guys, everything I had was delicious. I did not have the expectation that I was gonna enjoy all those other dishes, and we're not even at the main dish yet. We're about to go into it right now. Finally, this here is gonna be the classic loco burrito, or classic burro loco, however you wanna call it. Check this out. First of all, this thing is massive. It reminds me of like the Chipotle burritos. This right here, honestly weighs like 2.5, 3 pounds. Just this on its own, it's insane. You have lettuce, fries, rice, meat, sauces, onion, cheese, and on top of that, it's all wrapped in a flour tortilla. This is insane. There's gonna be an overload of a bite. It does look a little dry here, but that's because unfortunately it came out like 10 minutes ago while I was filming other things. But enough talking, we're gonna go ahead and try this out. All right guys, so I just gotta peel this back. Burrito may be delicious, but I do not want any aluminum paper or whatever you call this wrap. So I'm gonna try to bite the salad side, which is nice and fresh. And then we'll go over with the meaty side on the other side. Salad, extremely fresh, delicious. It actually has meat on the inside of that as well. I thought it was just all on this side from the looks of it, but no, it's mixed in there really well, so I'm really happy for that. Now we're gonna take a bite on the huge, like, carb looking side. Let's go ahead and try this. All right, here we go. So definitely this side, quite a bit drier. Honestly, just as you're eating it, it'll pretty much like, this is really juicy. This one is a little dry because it's just the rice, the French fries. It also had beans in there. That dry stuff that I thought was the meat is actually beans. The meat is actually on the bottom there. But this is absolutely phenomenal, and you can get like 4 different types of proteins. You can get chicken, shredded beef, shredded chicken, carnitas, al pastor. You could get so many different type of meats in here. This is amazing. All right, one last bite and I'm done. Okay, so we're pretty much done. They did bring me a couple of sauces, and usually I'm pretty terrible at having some of the sauces, so I'm gonna try this spicy sauce here. It's nice and orange. All the sauces are house made here. Just get a little bit here on the tip of the fries, because apparently it's really hot. Let's go ahead and try this. Oh wow, that is really, really good. Really, really hot. But the initial flavor acidity that you get, oh man, that is delicious. But I could already tell you guys right now, if you have that, it's one of those sauces that the more you have it, it's gonna keep intensifying. So be careful out there. Next sauce we're gonna try is usually some of my favorite sauces, the green sauce here. It's a tomatillo based sauce. Here we go. Something about the freshness from this sauce, especially when you're eating things that are so rich, it's just amazing. Garlic sauce, we had it on the burrito, and we also had it on tacos. Oh, that was really, really good. The last sauce I didn't try is this one, which is their medium heat sauce. I'm not really sure what it's based of, since it is not red, as I'm normally used to, or not green. No, she said this one was a medium sauce. It might be Burro Loco sauce, I don't know, it looks like it, but she said it's a little bit spicy, so let's go ahead and try that out. This sauce, I feel like it's a combination of some of their other sauces, because you taste the garlic in there, but it's so pleasant. Because the garlic sauce is really good, but it's very strong garlic flavor. So if you're not a fan of garlic, I would not suggest getting that. With that said, guys, that was some delicious food. I heard really good things about this place. I've been wanting to come for a while, I just never really had a chance. Finally got to do it today, and I'm glad I came here with my buddy Danny. But this place, absolutely delicious. If you guys want some amazing burritos, I'm not gonna call this place authentic Mexican. It's like a Mexican food with a twist. So be open-minded. You're not coming here for authenticity, you're coming here because of how delicious the flavors are. It's really good, like street food, I would say. Phenomenal. Honestly, the meat's seasoned really well. The only complaint that I would have is that the asada that they serve you is not really tender. It's more on the chewy side, but it's very flavorful. It's crisped up really well. The char flavor that's on there is delicious, and the lime is just not overwhelming. It's just all balanced really well. It's just a little tiny bit tough. With that said, everything was absolutely phenomenal. I would highly suggest this place. As you guys always know, all the information for this restaurant, they have 2 locations here in Orlando. Their website's gonna be in the description below, and the address of this one that we went to is going to be in the description below. With that said, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Guys, thank you so much. I can never say it enough. I will see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.